Okay, guys. I remember when I was in middle school, So I remember just one time I was in middle school, right? And I told you how many times I had bullies, right? And I had like 3 kids, right? It was these 3 kids, I don't know if I told you the story or maybe I didn't. I can't remember if I did or not. Maybe I did and maybe I deleted, or maybe I did, but it's still up there. But yeah. So I was in middle school, and it was these 3 mentally challenged kids, right? It was 2 girls and it was 1 boy, I'm not gonna say their names, just in case, Anywho, if they watch the video, Anywho, like I was saying, right? So I feel say I already told this story, but I'm not too sure. But maybe I did. I just don't know if I did or not. But yeah, it was this one girl. It was like a chubbier girl, and then it was a skinny girl, and then the boy, he was like skinny as well. So the skinny girl, she was like, she was the boss of the other 2 kids, So, bear in mind, but she was not the boss of me, like I was saying, I ain't that person who kind of followed people, I was never that kind of person, Anywho, so she usually tell the other kids what to do, right? And she thought that she could tell me what to do, and I was like, no, you're not gonna tell me nothing, because I'm my own person, So she was telling those kids, right? And the kids was following what she do, and following her, and she was a leader, I guess, in her mind, But yeah, in the part where I was getting bullied, I didn't want to hang out with them anymore because she was being like that, try to be over us 3, because it was 3 of us. It was 4 of us, because if you included me, So I was not into that, and her little brain didn't function right, So she started to do those little stupid little, after a while, I told her, we are no more friends. And I don't know if she wanted to know why we was not friends anymore. It was that reason, because she thought she was over all of us, and other reasons, So yeah. So she was doing that, and I was not with it, So I made up a club, guys, I made a anime club. I'm gonna tell you all about my anime club, It was me and this girl, she was a little bit chubbier than me, It was me and this other girl, right? I thought of making an anime group, and she was like, yeah, I want to be in the anime group. I want to be in the anime group too, And I was like, fine, you could be the second to the. Actually, you could be the third, because it was me and my sister. But I was the one who actually thought of it, And we thought of, we can just go into a little corner, where the parking spot, is, right? And we'll just read our books, We don't have to talk to each other, Sometimes we do talk to each other, but we answer like who's reading what, I had a book. I think it was the Inuyasha book, I think that was my first book, until I went to the library, you guys. Yes, I got me a library card. My sister got a library card. All my sisters got a library card, That was the first time we ever got a library card, It was with our deadbeat dad, So we got a library card, and we went to town on the library, We went to town, We picked up a lot of animes. I think it was not limit for anime books, or any books, You could get at least like 100 books, For movies, it was a limit. It was like 10 movies for each person, And since it was the 4 of us, I told her I'll put their books, if they can't hold it anymore, on my card, and they'll put the movies what I want on their card, It was the same. It was not a joint account, but it was for one. Yeah, it was not a joint account, for a library. It was different accounts, but we still had the same number for it, I think it was a password, So I told him I was gonna, we got like little shopping bags, you know, to put our books in, right? And we did that, you know. I put some of my books in my bag, and she put most of her movies. I'm gonna tell you what kind of movies I was watching, you know. I was watching what I was watching? I was watching anime movies. I was watching crime movies, you know. Heroes, if y'all knew that one about. I was watching all those movies, you know, and I couldn't put that much movies on my card, you know, because it was 10 for each person, you know. So we did that, you know. That's the time we went to the library. Let's get back to the story about how I was bullied, you know. She was making fun of me and stuff like that, and I told her that I already have a new group of friends, you know. And she was like, who's your new friends? Who want to be your friend, you know? And I was like, I started a group, you know, and now I have friends, you know. I don't need you. In my head, I told her I didn't need her, you know. In her head, she was thinking that, oh, she finds some new friends, I'm gonna make her life a miserable hell, you know. And I was not with that shit, you know. So we was waiting for the bus, right, to pick us up, you know, to take us home, right? And it was me and my sister right there, right, waiting for the bus, right? I think it was a rainy day. I can't remember, but we had umbrellas. The other kids went into the I think PE class, you know, so they can sneak out. What's that called? Shelter, you know. So me and my sister had like umbrellas, you know. It was like cheap kind, you know. Of course. So we did that, you know, and that stupid girl came, you know, mentally challenged girl came, you know, with her two other backup people, you know. And she was telling my sister that, oh, your sister, she was talking about me, oh, your sister is this and whatever, you know. And then to the point that the next day come, right, she was like she was telling me and all the other stuff that, all these random stuff about me, you know, and stuff like that, you know. And I didn't care, you know, because I already got friends, you know. I was sitting with my friends. My friends was like the typical girly girls. They didn't want to do nothing. They didn't want to do sports or anything. In my head, I love to do sports, you know. And I was like debating, like, sit on the bleachers, you know, and just watch people do sports, or I do some sports, you know. And a little bit of times I was doing sports, you know, here and there, you know. But yeah, so we was going to go back home, right? And that girl, and those other two kids, you know, who followed that girl, you know, they drew a picture, and they had like a handprint on it, you know. And she was talking about some shit about voodoo and fucking black magic and fuckery, you know, messed up kind of stuff she was gonna do to me. I don't know. But yeah, in my head, I'm like, this is enough and whatever, you know. She showed it to my sister and then ran away, you know. And my sister, she was not that kind of good kind of sister to like say, hey man, leave my younger sister alone, you know. Something like that, you know. She ain't do nothing like that, you know. She's weird like that. Anywho, so I guess she was thinking that I would handle it, you know. And after a while, we went back. It was the next day. I went back to PE, right? And she was still talking her mess, right? And she was talking her mess and all these other stuff, you know. And in my head, I'm like, oh, I'm done with this girl. I am done with this girl, you know. This is end of this, you know. This is the end of this discussion, man. This is the last time I'm gonna talk to her, whatever, you know. I got up from the bleachers, right? The bleachers like a chair, you know, where people who do football or some shit like that, you know, they were like that. So I got up, right? I grabbed her from when she was running, like I was saying. So I grabbed the girl by her collar, right, and yanked her as hard as I can and pulled her right back, you know. And I was on top of her. I was like, I grabbed her. I was like a spider monkey, man. I don't know how this even come about, you know. So I jumped on her, you know. My foot is on her back leg, you know. And I grabbed her from her collar, right, and yanked her down. So she was going down. and I was gonna be on top of her, right? And then I was like, I can't hit a mentally challenged person because then I'll get in big trouble, you know. It's not like a normal person, you know, in a fight, you know, like that, you know. That was gonna be my first fight, you know, but it never happened because then I was like, you know what? This shit is squashed. This thing is done, you know. So I got back on the bleachers. The other kids who was in my group didn't help me nothing, you know. They didn't help me. They didn't do nothing. They just sat there and just watched me, you know. It was weird, you know. So in my head, I'm like, I'm done with this, you know. I'm done. So I called my mom and like to see what else I should do, you know, bawling to my mom. I'm like, oh my God, Mom, this girl picking on me and stuff like that, you know. She was like, oh, go tell the teacher, you know. She's like, I want to talk to the teacher, right? And I was like, okay, you know. And I got up and then off the bleachers and gave the phone to my teacher, right? Teacher was talking about, you know. And I in my head, I wanted to punch him too, you know. Because, one, take the phone and talk to my mom, you know. Like my mom was a G, you know. Anywho, so she yelling at him, saying, why this girl picking on my daughter and stuff like that, you know. And he looking at me like in a disgrace. I mean, not in disgrace, but like in a mean kind of tone, you know, looking at me, you know, like a side eye, but like mean kind of face, you know, expression, you know. So I was like, yeah, listen to my mom, you know, and stuff like that. So, I don't even know how this would come about, you know. Anywho, so he gave me back my phone. He's like, he was talking his nonsense, you know, saying, oh, I should report you for bringing your phone outside and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, just give me my phone back, you know. And it was not that kind of good kind of phone. It was like that big box phone, you know. It was from Metro, you know. So yeah, I almost beat up a mentally challenged person for messing with me, you know, bullying me and all these other stuff. Like and subscribe, turn your notifications on, and I see you when I want to see you. Bye bye.